All right, y'all. It's it's a mess, okay? That's all I can say. It's a mess, okay? Today, I am going to be packing up a good chunk of our stuff, but really the focus is decluttering a good chunk of our stuff. And so I'm going to show you what I'm starting with. I have 12 bins and I want to cut it down to 6, as well as pack up 2 of our hallway closets. So it's a big job. Probably going to be working on this for like 8 hours. But yes, I can do it. All right, so this is our formal living room, and these are bins, and these are kids playing with the things that I'm supposed to be packing. So here's what's happening. Over there is all the stuff that I decluttered from our, all the things that I decluttered from our homeschool curriculum. And I have a video talking about all those things that I kept, so I'll link that up above. But I placed them in small cardboard boxes rather than in these big tubs because it's incredibly heavy, okay? So over here, I already started, but here it was filled with hodgepodge of different things. Now this bin is completely empty. So we're starting off with 12 bins and I wanna cut it down to 6 bins, okay? So over here is gonna be a puzzles bin. We have 2 game bins. This one's only half full, but I'm gonna see if we can find more games. So we have 2, if not, then I'm gonna try to get rid of some games or whatever, make it fit in one. We'll see. Over here is our school supplies. As you can see, that's overflowing. So I'm gonna go through our school supplies, see if we have any doubles, see if we can give away anything. Because I'm limiting myself to that 1 bin full of school supplies. School supplies are not expensive. They can always be like replaced, if anything. So there's no reason for me to lug them to a different state. Okay, in here is Christmas stuff. So that's staying. These 2 bins are pretty much already empty. I still have to go through them and completely finish emptying them out and seeing where they go. This bin is a hodgepodge of different things as well that I have to empty out. But if I can get this 1, 2, 3, 4 completely empty, then that's 4 bins and I only need to eliminate 2 more bins. This is toys and it's just a bunch of different things. This is toys and a bunch of different things. I'm gonna limit their toy bin to 2 bins. So if it can fit in 2 bins, great. Whatever can't fit, we will be giving away. And so that's the game plan. Yeah, that's the game plan. Now, in addition to that, put it back. It's so hard to pack with little kids. They keep going through all the stuff and taking them out. In addition to that, I need to go through this closet and completely empty it out, pack up the stuff, declutter, whatever. I just got to go through this. And I have to go through this closet as well. Same situation. This is pretty much our toiletries and stuff. So I got to bring it down to 1 shelf. I'm allowing myself 1 shelf for our toiletries and stuff, which is hard because this is just our hair basket, you know, like, yeah. Okay. But that's the plan. Maybe 2 shelves, maybe 2 shelves, maybe 2.
As I was going through the school supplies, I realized I have several doubles of a lot of things because I hadn't realized that I'd already had those things, and then I ended up purchasing more of them. So definitely in my new home, I want a organization system where I can see all of the things that I have, and that way I don't necessarily have to dig around and look for all the things that I have. So if you guys have any ideas on school supply organization system where you can see all your school supplies, that would be amazing, because yeah, it's really frustrating to buy stuff that you already have, you know.
All right, so the supplies for the most part are everything that I want to pack up. I have a bin here for school supplies that we are currently using, some loose change that I found, but I have space here to add more school supplies that come up as I declutter through the other things and declutter around the house, but not much space. So there's that. I'm gonna go attack this bin right now to see what all is in here.
Now, in here was a lot of different things, from envelopes to empty boxes for the modem to random mail that I hadn't opened yet. While preparing for our showings, we literally just got to the point where we dumped everything in one box. So I had to sit there and go through all that.
All right, so the goal was to eliminate 6 boxes, but I might have to change it to 5 because while going through this, I realized these are all like bathroom toiletry things. So I am actually gonna use this bin to clear out one of our hallway closets and add more to this bin. All right, so right now I'm gonna go through this bin that's pretty much almost empty, and this bin, and then that would be 4 bins that are empty. All right, so both of these bins are now cleared out. All right, so we are down 4 bins. Now I'm going to, like I said, it's 5 bins now, not, the goal is 5 bins now, not 6. So now I have to go through these 2 bins and consolidate and get rid of toys and stuff like that. So that should be simple, right? Right. I'm gonna start by cleaning up around me, and then I'll go into the bins. All right. So my son has this whole building set that he got. There's a lot of pieces and it's literally everywhere. So I'm gonna donate it. Shh. So anything for donation, I'm gonna put in here. And now this stuff is part of a train part that, like, some of the pieces are actually already all together. So I'm just gonna go add it to the rest of the pieces that we already have. Because I keep their kids' toys underneath my bed and just take out whatever toy that they're playing with at the time that they're playing with it, because as you can see, when they have access to everything, it becomes a disaster. I'm sorry, I'm talking over my child. It's a competition and she might be winning. This is just garbage. This is a bag of like different musical instruments that they have. Ideally, in where we live, in the place that we lived, I would love to have either a playroom or keep toys on rotation like I do now, like a rotation closet of some sort. It's about keeping this because I think it's a really cute toy for a baby, and probably not till the baby's like 6 months. But I just think it's fun, it's colorful, but it's just like definitely something that I can get when the baby's around 6 months, and it's something that I can give to somebody now and have their current baby be able to use it. So I'm gonna donate it. Yeah. The dog has actually gotten to this and chewed up all the paws of the bear, so it can't stand anymore. So I'm gonna donate that. The dog, Sila, the dog chewed up majority of the little figurines that we had, so we're gonna have to replace them. This is gonna go in the Christmas bin over there, and this is gonna go with their toy cars. But we're gonna start this box with the instruments. So this is a bag of the Magna blocks. I find that packing like the blocks in bags helps because I can always like move it and maneuver it than if I packed it in like a hard solid thing. I don't know if that's the best way, but that's what's working so far. These are a couple of my oldest Nerf guns. He doesn't have toys like that, so that's his one thing that's a toy, is his Nerf guns. So More Magna blocks. These are like the ones that don't have the holes inside. Blocks are a keeper because blocks are like good open-ended toys for kids. So we love blocks and having a variety of different blocks. But just one set in general is good. Now these are Legos and they're for my, there's an alarm going off. I will get that. They're for my my 4-year-old and my 2-year-olds because they're bigger Lego pieces that they can play with. So I don't like them playing with the little one just in case they choke and stuff like that. So that's staying. Another part of the musical instruments. And then this is a part of the Lego Duplos where they can stick it to this mat. So I'm gonna actually lift everything up and put this under.
So I 100% do not recommend packing with little ones, and especially not packing their toys while they're there.
I got a couple of silk scarves, which I love. All these open-ended type of toys are the type of toys that I love. Because I feel like they never get old and tired. Figurines. I hope you guys can hear me over her. Figurines. And we have a bunch of dolls. So I'm gonna go find all of them and they're gonna be in here as well. And that is pretty much it for our toy bin. This is gonna be donated. And then there's a lot of space in here because like I said, I have a bunch of toys underneath my bed. So I'm probably gonna need to fill up this bin and another bin with the other toys that are underneath my bed. Now those toys that are underneath my bed are open-ended toys as well. So we're talking like train tracks and the trains, more blocks, like mega blocks, the bigger blocks, and different things like that. So you know what? I'll grab the toys that I wasn't supposed to declutter under my bed, but I'm gonna grab those toys anyways just to get that packed up and done with. But I cleared off another bin, so that's a win.
Now this bin still had a few little knickknacks that needed to go in their correct spots, so I did that and completely cleared it out.
These are all the toys and bins that were underneath my bed, so I'm gonna try to see if I can pack them in there or if I'm gonna need that other bin over there.
Now this much deserved cookie after a long day of packing was well worth it. But yeah, I just continued. It's really hard for me when it comes to the kids' toys because, like I said, a lot of our toys are open-ended, and I try very hard to make sure that I'm intentional about what type of toys I bring into our home, and I declutter toys often. Now this bin right here that I'm going through is our like toddler Montessori bin, and it's filled with a bunch of different activities and things like that. But I'm going through the things that are like can easily be replaced, like the beans and different things like that, like things that like I could just use some more household essentials when I get some when I move. I don't need to bring that with me. I went ahead and donated one toy from there and just continued till I got that bin completely emptied out. It was a really good chance to get to see all of the things that I actually do have, and I'm excited to actually utilize them with the little ones next year and even with my older ones. I've got some pretty good Montessori activities that I forgot about that I could be using with my older ones as well. So hopefully I get around to doing a video on that when I unpack, and hopefully I have a good organization system when I move that I'm able to utilize all these things to the best of their abilities. It's terrible to have all these things and not even know because they're all packed away.
All right, so I went under my bed, pulled out all their toys. So that bin that I ended up emptying now ends up being like 3/4 of the way filled for both of them. To add any remaining toys that we don't see, I ended up throwing some stuff away, emptying a couple of bins that the toys were in. That I'm gonna let them use it up before we move. It's like a paint with water thing. that's gonna go with the big blocks that I'm gonna leave out for them to play with. And yeah, so I didn't quite accomplish my goal of cutting it in half because I went under my bed and got more stuff, but I definitely went down 4 bins. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go put the little ones to bed and I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Have all the bins lined up now. All the books are packed up in there, and that entire top right there is for donating. And then I'll show you the other bins. And like I said, I've got these 2 and these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went from 12 bins to 7. And yeah, that's pretty good, right? Especially since I went and got more stuff from underneath my bed, right? All right, so like I said, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll do the hallway in the morning. I'm gonna put these babies to bed. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.